Where does Tokyo stop? Is it here? Or here? What about here? Probably not here, but what about here? You'd think the answer would be simple, because as much as I'd love to say it ends at the border of the Tokyo metropolis, what we think of Tokyo does not fit that boundary. And what JR East considers Tokyo does not stop at that boundary. Nor does what is widely considered Tokyo City fit that boundary. Nor does Tokyo's employment area. So where exactly does Tokyo stop? All those questions and more will be answered today. So stick around as we try and figure out where exactly Tokyo stops. So, where to begin? Well, let's find somewhere that definitely is in Tokyo. Now, behind me, albeit a bit obscured by trees, is the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building here in Shinjuku Ward. Now, from these two towers is where the Tokyo government is run. Everything from trash and transit to education and the economics of this city are run from here. Now, unsurprisingly, this is Tokyo, while Shinjuku Ward, in Japanese Shinjuku-ku, might translate to Shinjuku City in English. This area, I think, really defines what Tokyo is. It is the business and political hub of the entire metropolis. So, unsurprisingly, I'd consider this Tokyo. And fun fact, if you do ever come to the Metropolitan Government Building while you're in Tokyo, if you go inside and go down to the first floor, they have a free observation deck that can take you up to the 45th floor. And from here, you get such a good idea at just the massive scale of Tokyo as a whole. But Tokyo is a city, right? So where then exactly does that city stop? Right now, I'm standing at the border of what is Tokyo and not Tokyo. But I'm still in Tokyo. Let me explain. Up there is Chofu City, a city of about 240,000 people in the western part of Tokyo. And as I make my way down the stairs here, I'm now in Setagaya Ward, one of the 23 special wards that make up what is today Tokyo City proper. That then begs the other question, what is Tokyo City proper? And why is Chofu, which again has a population of over 240,000 people, not Tokyo proper, but Setagaya is, especially when there's just one staircase worth of difference? Chofu is what's considered a bed town. In Japanese, the term is literally beddo town. It is a place where many who work in downtown parts of Tokyo metropolis like Shinjuku or Minato wards live and then commute from every day. The daytime population of Chofu is about 40,000 people less than what it is at night, showing that more people live in Chofu and then commute outside of it as opposed to commuting in. Now, this isn't to diminish Chofu. As I said, it's a city of over 240,000 people, with its own mayor, city council, and is home to the Ajinomoto Stadium, the home of the two football clubs in Tokyo, FC Tokyo and Tokyo Verde. Now, if these two teams that call themselves Tokyo teams aren't actually in Tokyo, then that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, now does it? It'd be like a New York team, say, I don't know, the New York Giants or New York Jets, that play in New Jersey. Oh, wait a second. But as we established, Chofu isn't part of those 23 wards. So then is it really part of Tokyo proper? That answer is, unfortunately, a little complicated. I think that's because the words Tokyo proper have historical meaning behind them. On May 1st of 1889, the Meiji government established the city of Tokyo, Tokyo-shi, as the capital of Tokyo Prefecture, Tokyo-fu. By the mid-1930s, Tokyo City had a population of over 4 million, making it the second largest city in the world at that time. But come 1943, in the middle of World War II, Tokyo City was merged with the rest of Tokyo Prefecture, as well as some areas from neighboring Kanagawa Prefecture, to create the modern Tokyo metropolis. So in a sense, Tokyo proper is the original boundaries of the original city of Tokyo. This historical meaning clearly divides Tokyo into Tokyo and not Tokyo, as the western cities that make up the modern Tokyo metropolis are not part of Tokyo itself, but rather just fill the space of the old Tokyo Prefecture. Therefore, Tokyo stops where the 23 wards stop, as Tokyo, the city, stops there. But how can that be? Chofu's addresses still have the Tokyo to, like any other part of the 23 wards would do. And it doesn't really feel fair to call somewhere that has Tokyo as its address not part of Tokyo. So maybe then Tokyo stops at the border of Tokyo metropolis. So thus I've come here to the border of Tokyo and neighboring Kanagawa Prefecture, just on the opposite side of the Tama River. Now in Tokyo, the Tama River defines the border between it and the southern Kanagawa Prefecture for most of its length, all the way down from the 23 wards in the east, all the way to here in the city of Inagi out in the west. Then once you get past Inagi, it starts getting a little more confusing. But here in Inagi, the border seemingly arbitrarily follows streets. You can be on Tokyo on one side and in Kanagawa on the other. The border is really just a big gray area. How can you be living on one side of the street and be in Tokyo, but be in Kanagawa on the other? Yes, I know that's how borders work, but it's all the same area and it's still all the same street. So is it really where Tokyo ends then? So we have our answer then. Tokyo ends at the border of Tokyo and Kanagawa or Saitama or Chiba prefectures, where once you step across that border, you're no longer in Tokyo. Does it really? If you're looking at the runtime of this video, you'll see that the answer is, well, maybe not. And there's a couple of maps that I want to show as to why I think that is. First, look at this one. This is a map of Tokyo's employment area. Everything you see here in blue has over 10% of its working population commuting into Tokyo, specifically the 23 wards, every day for work. So, by this definition, Tokyo ends when its people stop coming to Tokyo for work and instead look elsewhere. Next, take a look at this map. This is a map of what is called the Tokyo Major Metropolitan Area. It includes every municipality, no matter how large or how small, that sits within 50 or 70, depending on who you ask, kilometers, around 30 to 45 miles, of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building in Shinjuku. According to this map, if you live within this radius, you live in Tokyo, but outside of it, you don't. Well, this range excludes places like Kumagaya, a city of nearly 200,000 in Saitama Prefecture, which is considered Tokyo by the Tokyo employment area, as more than 10% of its population commute to Tokyo. It includes places like Tabayama, a village of 530, which is more forest than it is village. Or what about this one? If you go to JR East's website in English, you can find something called a Tokyo-wide train pass. This is one of many rail passes that JR East offers to foreign tourists coming to Japan. Now for the low price of 15,000 yen, about $100 US, you can get unlimited rides on all the JR East lines within the Tokyo area. But this area doesn't stop at the legal borders of Tokyo. It includes places like Yokohama in Kanagawa Prefecture, as well as Chiba in Chiba Prefecture. And it even extends as far out as the Gala Yuzawa ski resort in Niigata Prefecture. That's over 160 kilometers, about 100 miles, away from the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, and in a part of Japan not even considered part of the same region as Tokyo. But JR East is a former government-owned organized railway group. So there has to be some form of validity in saying that this part is still Tokyo. Of course, maps don't always tell the truth. You can skew a map to look any way you like in order to prove a point. But this shows why this definition of Tokyo is so hard to lock down. Furthermore, that definition might even change depending on the person. Now, when I'm in Japan, I tell people I'm from near the city of Philadelphia in the United States. But I lived over an hour away from Philadelphia in the state of Delaware. But to your average Japanese person who doesn't know US geography very well, or even to your average American who doesn't know American geography very well, saying that I'm from near Philadelphia at least gives people a landmark as to where I'm from. And that can be probably the same thing here in Japan. If you're from, say, I don't know, Chiba Prefecture, you'll tell people from abroad that you are from the Tokyo area or near Tokyo. because people from around the world who don't know Japanese geography might have heard of Tokyo, but maybe haven't heard of Chiba or Saitama or Kanagawa. It just makes it easier. So what's the answer then? Well, for me personally, and again, it's because I'm slightly biased to West Tokyo, I'm going to say that it's the border of Tokyo metropolis. I know that answer is kind of unsatisfying, and maybe the real answer is the Tokyo that we made along the way. But it encompasses both the 23 special wards of Tokyo in the east, as well as the giant Tama portion of Tokyo in the west. Plus, when you're outside of the boundary of what is legally considered Tokyo, you're no longer in Tokyo. I mean, again, it'd be like saying that you are from New York, even though you're a sports team that plays in God damn!